Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on WagerTalk TV with your NBA Conference Finals videos for the Western Conference Finals between the Lakers and Nuggets on Tuesday night, May the 16th. I'm going to let you know where the public is on both the side and total in this game, and also dive a little bit deeper into this series overall, let you know where there might be some value over the next couple weeks in the Western Conference Finals. A quick reminder, the NBA Western Conference Finals start tonight on Tuesday. The NBA Eastern Conference Finals between the Heat and Celtics start tomorrow night on Wednesday. We'll have an additional video for that series as well. So hit subscribe and hit the bell for instant alerts when the Eastern Conference video goes live here on Wager Talk TV so you can be the first to watch and react. And please do react. Leave comments below. Let me know your thoughts on the NBA Conference Finals, where you think there's some value. Give me some player props, your pick to win it all, and how you're going to handicap these games going forward. Let's win together here on Wager Talk TV. A quick reminder, if you've been with me for the NBA, you've been winning big time, up over 96 units in 2023 alone. The last 4.5 months, I've already won 96 units this calendar year in the NBA. It should be no surprise because the last 2 years combined, nobody has won more of the NBA sides at Wager Talk than I have. Number one ranked for the past 2+ years on NBA sides, up over 166 units on sides alone. This year's sides and totals are up 96.5 units in 2023 already. And you can get the rest of the NBA playoffs, both conference finals and the NBA finals for free. That's right, FREE free when you get my baseball for the next couple months. Get that baseball special right now through the All-Star game in mid-July, and I'm including the rest of the NBA playoffs, both conference finals and the NBA finals for free. No promo code needed. Go to my page right now, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Get there quicker with shortcut wt.buzz/SM. All right, let's look at the Western Conference Finals in this video. And once again, game one goes to Tuesday, 8:30 Eastern on ESPN. Now, all these games will be on ESPN and ABC over the weekend. This one is on ESPN game one Tuesday night. Thin air and altitude. Denver obviously has a very strong home court this year, and that is why we see them as a decent sized favorite here for game one. Line a little bit higher than I was expecting. The Lakers looked so good blowing out Golden State in game six last week to finish off that series as the 7 seed. And let's not forget the Lakers really fortunate to even be in the playoffs. They were trailing Minnesota in the first play-in game the majority of the way, found a way to win that game, came back, played a tough Memphis team, beat them, and then, of course, they beat the defending world champs, the Golden State Warriors, in six. The Lakers are for real. This is a much better team than their overall seasonal record of just 52-43 shows, obviously. And that's, of course, because LeBron and Anthony Davis were out there in the regular season multiple times. Also, it was addition by subtraction, getting rid of Russell Westbrook at the trade deadline, getting him to the other LA team, and picking up some role players. D'Angelo Russell, a lot of guys have really stepped up in different ways in different games so far in the playoffs. We'll see if they continue to do that in this Denver series. But the Lakers are obviously better than your typical 7 seed. And at 52-43, it's very misleading. I would rate them as a Class A team right now. And by the way, many of you have asked, what is a Class A team? Basically, it's a team that wins 2 out of 3 games. I've always used that as my barometer in the NBA. You can say anywhere from 65 to 67%. When you're in that range, you're a Class A team. And the Nuggets are a Class A team as the number 1 seed, 61-32 this year. And that's what you look for in the playoffs, and both these teams qualify. Now, generally, game ones between Class A teams do tend to go under a little bit more than over, at least back in the day. Nowadays, things are different. So much more three-point shooting. And obviously, NBA games are higher scoring than they've ever been in recent history. And the public thinks this will be a high scoring game. In fact, the most public play here in game one is the over. Once again, the public is looking at the over. They're also leaning towards the Nuggets minus the 6, but the most public play in this game is over 222.5. So the public is on the Nuggets, and the public is heavier on the over here in game one on Tuesday night. Line did open -5. It's gone up to -6. We have seen a little bit of money on Denver the last couple days. Nuggets, once again, strong home court, that thin air and altitude, and they were 40-7. They are 40-7 at home this season versus just 21-25 on the road. So pretty extreme home road dichotomy. Of course, the Lakers took advantage of that in the last round against a Golden State team that was great at home but terrible on the road. Lakers took care of business on their home court. So we'll see if they do the same here against a Denver team that's definitely been weaker away from home this season. Let's get to how you might want to play this series. First of all, I think it'll be an extended series. This is a pretty evenly matched series. I do think Denver is the better team. They deserve to be favored overall in this series, and they deserve to be favored in game one. But as we saw in the last series, they stuck Scott Foster, my man, Scott Foster, in there at crew chief. and the series extender got it done when needed. So I think the referee, the officiating, unfortunately, it will probably dictate how this series goes. And I think it'll be a tight back and forth series. The zigzag will probably work well here. And I would be surprised if it doesn't go at least 6 or 7 games here in the Western Conference Finals. So there's different ways to attack it. Now, of course, you could just play Denver or LA to win the series. I mean, you're going to get a plus money price, obviously, on the LA Lakers. I'm seeing they're currently about plus 145. Denver's minus 165. But you can also look at the exact amount of games that a team's going to win here. If you think it's going to go 6 games, it's plus 190. 7 games is plus 190. So obviously, if you played both of those, you'd be risking $200. You'd get back 190. You get back 290 rather. So if either of those hits, you would make money. I'd be surprised if it goes less than 6. If it goes 5 or less, I think it's going to definitely be Denver, obviously, because first of all, the Nuggets are the better team, and they get home court in games 5 and 7. So if you like the Lakers at all in this series, you might want to look at the Lakers in 6, which pays out, by the way, 4-2 is a 4-1 payout. Lakers win in 6 is 4-2. Games won, that is a 4-1 payout. I think you'd be better off playing both games 6 and 7. Just have the series to go 6 or 7 and get basically a 2-1 return on each of those bets. By the way, adjusted series price Nuggets minus 1.5 plus 150. So if you want to try to get plus money, you're going to have the Nuggets win at least 4-2 or better. And once again, I think this is going to be a tight series. I think the league wants it to go long. And keep in mind, we're going to talk more about the other video, the Heat Celtics, but Boston's almost a 5-1 favorite to win that series, which means of the two, that one's more likely to go short. And if that's the case, the NBA wants one of them to go longer. Wouldn't be surprised once again to see my man Scott Foster doing a few of these games here, and for this one to go at least 6 or 7 games. So I think that's a pretty good way to attack it from a series betting perspective. As far as individual players, Jokic is incredible. I've said that for a while now. A few games ago, he had 30 points, 17 rebounds, 17 assists. I mean, it's one thing getting a triple-double. He does it all the time. But to have 17 assists and rebounds while putting up over 30 points is just insane when you think about it. He's unstoppable. Now, Anthony Davis is one of the better defensive big men in the league, though. He's going to have his hands full against Jokic, and he's not fully healthy. Lakers winning in 6 against the Warriors was big, though, because it gave him a few extra days of rest. I mentioned this on NBA Tip-Off Monday, and check that out, the replay here on WagerTalk TV. Rob Vino, myself, Joe Ranieri, and Rob Vino, Joe Ranieri, Brian Leonard, and myself broke down both series in depth. So I do recommend checking the Monday replay of NBA Tip-Off. And the free play I gave on that show was actually Anthony Davis under 22.5 points in Game 1 on Tuesday night. Now, the logic, once again, is he's not fully healthy. He did not have a lot of points in Game 6. And despite the fact they won that game easily against the Lakers, Davis was just 5 for 9 shooting, only 17 points despite playing 40 minutes. But he had 20 rebounds. That's where he was really strong. He's going to have to rebound again, but he's also going to have to play defense against Jokic. So I think that's going to take a little bit of offensive way from Anthony Davis. And Davis has had 23 points or less in 4 of his last 5 playoff games. Totals at 22.5. He's not fully healthy, and he's got a tougher assignment now with Jokic, and it's on the road in the thin air and altitude. So I think Anthony Davis under 22.5 points is worth a look here in Game 1 on Tuesday night from a prop perspective. Weigh in once again in the comments below. Let me know your player props. Let me know your series prediction, how you're attacking it. Do you like a straight-up winner? Do you like games played? Do you want the exact finals result? A lot of ways to attack it from a futures perspective. I want to get your input. I read all the comments and I reply back. I love the support here on WagerTalk TV. Once again, Nuggets are public. The over is the most public play, though, in Game 1 here on Tuesday night, May the 16th. Don't forget, I will have the Celtics Heat Game 1 preview as well for Wednesday here on WagerTalk TV. Hit subscribe, hit the bell for instant alerts when that video goes live. We have a very public side in that game, which I'll give you in the Eastern Conference video, so don't miss out on that. Some more public information for you. And don't forget, nobody has been better in the NBA the last couple seasons. I'm number 1 up over 166 units on NBA sides alone the last 2 years. This year, NBA sides and totals are up 96 units in 2023 alone the last 4.5 months. And now you can get my Red Hot NBA playoffs for free, including all the Eastern and Western Conference Finals, the entire NBA Finals for free when you get the next couple months of baseball. Get the MLB special right now, which gets you every baseball play every day through the All-Star game in mid-July. And I'm including the rest of the NBA season for free. No promo code needed. It's an instant discount, instant savings of over $100 when you go to my page right now, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Don't forget about the daily free plays as well. Free plays hitting nearly 60% this year. I post them every day. It's a great way to build your bankroll as you get closer to getting a direct subscription. Use some of that money you've made from the free plays this year and get on board the next 2 months of baseball and get the rest of the NBA included for free. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Get there quicker with shortcut code WT.buzz/SM. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well at Steve Merril, 2 R's, 1 L, Merril, at Steve Merril on Twitter. And I'll be back on Wednesday once again with your Game 1 Heat Celtics preview right here on WagerTalk TV. Enjoy the games. I'll talk to you soon. Best of luck. Enjoy the best of the Western Conference Finals. And be sure to tune in tomorrow for the Eastern Conference Finals right here on the same channel.